There's one killer anxiety tip that as a psychologist, I try to tell every one of my patients. And here it is. Action kills the fear. So what the heck does that mean? Let's get into it. I'm Dr. Rebecca. I'm a clinical psychologist, and anxiety is one of the main things I love working with. And here's the thing about anxiety that I think is kind of a mind meld when you figure it out, but bear with me. Anxiety only lives in the future. Yeah, you can't be anxious about the past. The mechanism of anxiety is inherently future focused. I'm worried about what's gonna happen next. I'm anxious that this thing will or won't work, right? I am so freaked about tomorrow and the next day and next year and 10 years. I'm not anxious about yesterday. I can't be anxious about yesterday. I worry that that happened. No, that's not how we work. We can regret what happened in the past. We can feel guilty or ashamed or sad or nostalgic or a lot of good things too, but we can't be anxious about the past. You just can't. Ooh, sorry, baby. So once you realize that anxiety only lives in the future, we start to have a lot of cool new ways to deal with it. Do you want to know what else is future focused? Your behavior. Behavior moves you forward. Everything you do, whenever you write something, whenever you go for a run, whenever you take a nap, whenever you decide, I am going to do this thing with my mind and my body and my surroundings, I am moving myself into the future. I'm constantly impacting the next moment, and I'm never impacting the one that just passed. So let's smush those together, right? Anxiety is only future focused, and behavior always gets you towards the future. One of the things that you can do when you're anxious about something is force it to not be in the future anymore. I know that sounds weird. We have to make it so it's not part of our future anymore. The only way to do that is to do something that forces it, gasp, shock, awful, no, into the present, and then eventually into the past, right? Because we can't be anxious about the past. The past doesn't have any anxiety. The past only has nostalgia or fond memories or regret or whatever, but it doesn't have any anxiety. So when I'm anxious about something, if I do behaviors that help me make that thing in the past, what that gives you is anxiety relief. I hope this isn't too abstract. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's say I'm really anxious about filming this video. What? Oh my God. Could that possibly be happening? Yes, it is happening. It's happening right now. I am anxious about setting up my office and getting my cute little mic and getting my tripod and making the lighting do something that works. I'm anxious about making it happen, and so I put it off because I don't want to do it. I know I should, and I know it'll work. I know it'll be fun and exciting, and I'll like doing it, but I'm anxious about it. The only way to stop being anxious about it is to freaking do it. Action kills the fear. I can put it off forever. I can just sit here and be anxious and never do this video, never put myself out there, but then I would live in anxiety. Better to push the anxiety somewhere else, better to give myself some relief by taking action and pushing that thing that I'm anxious about into the past so that I can be free of it and rid of it and move on and do cool things, right? That's the way that action kills the fear. Take something that you're anxious about. That's not inevitable, right? I might be anxious about summer because it's gonna get so freaking hot, but I don't have to take any action about that because the world is moving that direction anyway. The days are passing, summer will come. If there's something you're anxious about that you can take action about, I invite you to take that action, not just to be brave and not just to say you did it. I invite you to take that action to find relief. Action kills the fear. Action decimates the anxiety. It's so freaking cool. You have so much power there. The other cool thing about that, and here's a little side tip, we are only anxious about things that matter. Anxiety is this little indicator that says, this is important to you. I'm not anxious about becoming the best sculptor ever because that's not my job and I don't really do it and I don't care to. But I bet Michelangelo had a lot of anxiety about being a good sculptor because it was important to him. I do have a lot of anxiety about making good videos because I think that they'll be helpful and I'm excited to put them out there. I am anxious about being a good clinician and making sure that I help my patients. I'm excited about being a good mom and a good partner and a good friend, because those things are important to me. So if you're anxious about something, I invite you to explore whether that's because this topic is important to you. And then let's figure out, is there any action, is there any behavior that I can do? Is there any action I can take that can scarily bring me closer to that thing so that I can start to accomplish things in my life that make me feel good, that are in line with my values, and at the same time get some relief, because action kills the fear. Once I approach it, I make it part of my present, I push it into my past, I can't be anxious about it anymore. And therefore, I'm not only living in line with my values and making good, awesome, big things happen for myself, I'm also getting some relief. I'm reducing that anxiety. And I'm like kind of kicking ass, right? I'm like killing it. I'm doing the thing. I'm like making my life what I want it to be. So, action kills the fear, my friends. Make it happen. Tell me if it works. I really want to know. Have you tried this? I'm trying it right now and it's working. I'm not anxious about this video anymore. That was easy. It wasn't easy. It was difficult, but I feel better about it now, so that really helps. If more anxiety tips are something that would be helpful for you, click right over here. I have another video you might like, and click over here to subscribe. See you later. And wow, my ankle just popped really hard. Rebecca, action kills the fear, so maybe do some action so you're not afraid anymore. As a psychologist, there's one action. No. I'm Dr. Rebecca. I'm a clinical psychologist. The second thing is, pardon me, we did